it's Mark. I am the Sanderson collector. I am going to Dragonsteel 2023, and I am super excited about it, and so it's time to look at everything that is going to happen at this awesome convention. The convention is being held November 20th and 21st at the Salt Palace, the Salt Lake City Convention Center in Salt Lake City, Utah, and it is the release event for Brandon Sanderson's next book, Defiant, the last book in the Skyward series. If you are planning to attend this year, there are two kinds of badges. There is a VIP badge and a general admission badge. All VIP badges are sold out as of now, but general admission badges are still available for the next 1 week before the convention at $65 each, assuming they don't sell out. So if you want to make last-minute plans, that is still possible. One note, the final event of the convention is Brandon's speech at the official Defiant book release. That is available to the general public, and you do not need a convention ticket to attend that. So if you're in the area, you can still attend that one event without having to buy a ticket to the rest of the convention. However, the tickets do get you into a lot more awesome stuff. If you have a ticket and you want to pick it up, pickup will be 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Sunday for those who want to have their tickets early and get in right when things start on Monday. And then ticket pickup will open at 9:30 a.m. Monday morning and run through, I assume, the convention close at 10 p.m. and be available all day Tuesday as well. So what is going on at this convention? Well, it's the release of Defiant, and they are selling a signed, numbered, and stamped edition of Defiant as the convention bundle. If you have a VIP badge, it came with one of these automatically. If you do not have a VIP badge, it must have been purchased separately. However, these are sold out and no longer available on the website. The bundle comes with the Defiant book, a Hesho plushie, a Hesho pin, and a Slug Squad lunchbox, and costs $75 for this year. Now, if you got a numbered book and you want a low numbered book, you line up Monday morning. You do not need to have your badge already, just the code on your phone to show that you have a badge, and you will be able to pick up your number starting at 6 a.m. on Monday morning. The first 500 numbers will be given out to the people who have lined up Monday morning to get their numbers, and later numbers will just be given out throughout the day or when you go to pick your book up Monday evening. We are hosting, as the Collectors Guild, something called the Night Brigade, where we will have a coffee truck with complimentary coffee and hot chocolate and other beverages. This truck will be there 2 to 6 a.m. on Monday morning while you are standing in line. And we will also have hand warmers and maybe some buttons for people who are standing in line to get their numbered copies of Defiant. So I really hope y'all join us for that early morning. It should be a lot of fun. I'm personally planning to get there around 5:30 or so that I get a low numbered edition, but I'm not going to stand out there all night because it's too cold and I like my sleep too much personally. Once you have your number for your book, you can pick up your book at 10 p.m. on Monday, and that is midnight Eastern, so it is officially the release of Defiant. We're getting them as early as we can, and you can pick them up at the Dragonsteel Books booth, which is in its own hall this year. All Defiants picked up at the convention will be signed, but if you have another book that you want signed, hopefully you got a signing ticket with your badge. There are two kinds of signings this year. There is the Lightning signing, which about half of the people going were able to win tickets to. I won one of these myself. And this is a very quick signing line. People line up, hold a single book open for Brandon, and he speeds down the line, signs book, signs book, signs book, and is gone. One book per person, no personalizations, no talking, no pictures, just a speed signing to get a book signed by Brandon. There were 150 people who won tickets to the general signing, and these people get to bring 3 books to get signed, plus 1 more book to get personalized with a little note to them or whatever at the front of the book. And this signing will take place after Brandon's speech on Tuesday night and is the very end of the convention. So what's actually going on at the convention? Well, there's 2 main things. There's the convention panels and events, and there is the vendor hall. The vendor hall is broken into 2 parts this year. One is the Dragonsteel Books booth and hall, And then there is the general vendor hall, which is separate. The vendor hall opens at 10 a.m. each day for VIPs and 11 a.m. for general admission badges. So VIP members get an extra hour to come in and shop around and pick up stuff before everyone else gets that chance. The Dragonsteel Books booth will have all of the regular merch that they have available on their website, as well as new items for the convention this year. They will have a convention shirt, not the one I am wearing because this is the one from last year, but similar one with the awesome logo that they have for this year and a pin to go along with it. Additionally, they are debuting a bunch of new items. They have Year of Sanderson items for all the books. They have a teacup for Tress. They have a Frugal Wizard plushie for Frugal Wizard. They have a ramen bowl set for Yumi. And they have a race shirt for the Sunlit Man. And they additionally have a couple of other new items. They've got a set of Cosmere character pins, 5 of these pins, 2 of whom are not actually in the Cosmere, that they did not include in the Year of Sanderson boxes and are still calling Cosmere Character Set 1. Whatever, they're going to have those 5 pins available. In addition to the adorable Doomslug plushie that we all know and love, they are coming out with slug plushies for all of the known varieties of slugs. The last new item that has been announced is a pair of sweaters, one for Mistborn and one for the Doomslug, and these sweaters will be available as well at their booth, as well as all of the previous Year of Sanderson boxes, including the Mistborn box. So the Dragonsteel booth is probably going to be the most popular place to be at the convention, but I hope you'll stop by our booth as well. The Sanderson Collectors Guild, of which I am an administrator, is hosting our booth again at the convention this year, and we are going to have a lot of awesome things. We are going to have signed books, including copies of Yumi and some of the Skyward books. There's only a handful of these, so we expect they will sell out very quickly. So if you're wanting one of those, probably should head straight to our booth the first day. In addition, we will have our guild pins for sale. We will have Road Art book covering services to put protective covers on the dust jackets of your books, including your new Defiant book once you get it. We will be selling the Kaladin art books from the Black Piper Kickstarter. These are hardcovers. We will also be selling a set of slug Legos that are freaking adorable. These are going to be available as a build your own slug kit. We will also have available pin backs to put on the back of the new pins that you get from Dragonsteel or whatever. These are locking pin backs to keep your pins from falling off your lanyard or wherever else you put them. We are planning to have 3 different artists do signings at our booth this year. We are planning to have Haley Lazo, who did all of the illustrations for the new Alcatraz editions, as well as the Doomslug card deck from the Year of Sanderson Cytoverse box. We are planning to also have Isaac Stewart, who is Brandon's art director, and Ben McSweeney, who did a ton of the awesome art in the Rhythmatist, Shalon's sketchbook pages, some really cool stuff. And all 3 of those artists will be doing signings at our booth. Check our social media for times because we are still finalizing when is best for those 3 people, but those times will be announced before the convention. There's going to be a ton of vendors this year, too many for me to actually go through and talk about them all, so I'm just going to highlight a few very quickly. First, we have Carly with Dragon Woodshop, and in addition to like her awesome wood displays and stuff, she is running a service that may be the most popular service at the con called Dragon Drop-Off, where you essentially rent out a box from her and you can store your merch and whatever else you buy at the convention in this box, go about the convention all day and even the next day without having to carry all these things around, come back at the end, pick it up, kind of like a luggage check at a hotel. I think it's going to be super useful for everyone. In addition, there's going to be a bunch of authors there. Chancey Patterson, who wrote the Skyward Flight novellas and Bastille versus the Evil Librarians, is having her own booth. Brian McClellan, who wrote the Powder Mage books, of which I was a beta reader, will be there as well. And Darcy Cole, who is another beta reader for Brandon, and a good friend of mine, has her books Target and Summon, and she will have a booth this year as well. On the Dragonsteel team, in addition to the Dragonsteel Books booth, the Dragonsteel editorial team and the Dragonsteel art team both have their own booths this year, which are pretty much just for you to stop by and ask them all kinds of really cool questions, and they will talk about what it's like working for Brandon. We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. There is a full schedule of panels both days of the convention, leading up to Brandon's panel at the very end on Tuesday evening. I am not going to be attending most of these panels because I will be working at the Collectors Guild booth, but there's a lot of really cool ones on the schedule. Definitely go look and check them out ahead of time. The Tabletop Events website lets you sign up and claim a ticket for whichever panels you want to go to, and it will put them on your convention schedule for you. So if you have a ticket to the convention, I encourage you to go add a ticket to each of the panels you would like on the Tabletop Events website. I am running a panel this year with my friend Luke. We are going to run an Introduction to Brandon Sanderson collecting panel. This will be at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, and we're going to talk about all kinds of basic things to know when you're getting into collecting Brandon Sanderson, as well as answering audience questions. And I think we're going to have a great time doing this panel, and I am really, really looking forward to it. When I checked the Tabletop Events website this morning, over 100 tickets to our panel are already gone, so there's going to be a lot of people there. I am super hyped. I hope that you can attend our panel and a bunch of the other really cool panels at the convention. There's, again, too many to really even highlight some. Just go look at the schedule, pick out what you want, have fun. I think just go and have fun is the theme of my entire video this week. Dragonsteel is going to be awesome, both for me personally, because I'm looking forward to meeting all of y'all. If you are a watcher of the channel, please come by the booth, say hi, introduce yourself, let me know that you know me from YouTube. I am very excited to see everyone this year, but also for all of y'all. This is an amazing event, a chance to get a look behind the scenes at how everything works for Brandon, meet him, maybe, meet some of his team, definitely, and just hang out with a boatload of other Brandon Sanderson book nerds who love the same things that you do. That brings me to the end of my video about Dragonsteel 2023. I will have a video in maybe 2 or 3 weeks about what actually happened at the convention with a review of everything I enjoyed, and I will see y'all in that video. If you come by the booth, ask me to take a selfie with you because I will be posting a selfie slideshow of everyone that I see at the convention as well, and I look forward to seeing y'all there. Last week's trivia question was, what are the 6 editions of first printing Steelheart hardcover from the US? I could have specified that a little clearer in the video, I know. And which one has a different ISBN? Nobody actually answered this question, so I guess it was a bit of a stumper this week. And here are the 6 editions of Steelheart. One of them is the standard hardcover that was released for most bookstores. Then there were 4 bookstore edition exclusives from Target, Walmart, Books A Million, and Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble had a deleted chapter at the back. The other 3 had epic files for the epics from the book in the back that show like stats and stuff as they would be in David's notes. These 4 editions were released simultaneously with the original. And then, a couple months later, they took the book and decided it needs a new cover, so they put a new dust jacket on the book. This is still a first printing copy. Inside the book is identical to the original first printing, but it has a new cover, and so it is a new edition, even though it is still a first printing. Now, this one is not the one that has a different ISBN. They did not change the ISBN. This one is still the same as the original hardcover. The one that changed is the Walmart edition. I don't know why this one of the 4 bookstore editions has a different ISBN, but it does, and that is what makes it most unique and distinct from the other editions of Steelheart. This week's trivia question is, which book has 3 different US advanced reader copies? Leave your answer to this question in the comments below, or if you're going to Dragonsteel and you're excited, let me know that in the comments below because I look forward to seeing y'all there. Let me know what you're most excited for, and I will see everyone hopefully very soon. I will be back in a few weeks once I have recovered from Dragonsteel with another video about Brandon Sanderson collecting, and I'll see y'all then. Until then, happy collecting!